It is not so easy to always make the right decision. What if the goals you set for yourself affect your decision-making process? It's true. If you want to make better decisions, it is important to make sure your goals align with what matters the most to you. That way, when faced with an opportunity or choice, your goals will guide the decision-making process. When you set a goal for yourself, you shift your mind to focus on the goal. That is why people who set goals are more likely to be successful than those who don't. However, it also means that if your goal conflicts with what is in the best interest of a more important goal, then you may not make an effective decision. Goal conflict is not inherently bad, although it does generally lead to poor decisions. For example, if you set a goal to lose 50 pounds by the end of the month, and then a friend invites you to dine out at a restaurant where there is ice cream, it is likely that you will choose not to eat dessert. The key to making successful decisions with conflicting goals is to recognize when they are in conflict. In order to make sure the goals you have will help you make good decisions, it is important to look at what is important in your life and determine how your goals align with that. When setting goals, think about the trade-off these goals create and if those are worth making. When you know one of your goals does not align with the other, you may change one or both. As long as you are aware of what you are choosing and why, then the decision will be better for your life. Another reason that setting goals should enhance decision making is that goals tend to influence how we make decisions by giving us a reason for taking action. When you set a goal, it gives you something to focus on in a positive manner by giving yourself something to work for. Having a goal is not enough, however, because it is the act of actively setting goals that really unlock your potential. If you don't actively set goals for yourself, you are unlikely to be as effective. Let's see what is the relationship between goal setting and decision making. Goal setting, in short, is a process of thinking about what you want to achieve and how you will achieve the goal. It is the first step before deciding on a course of action or even attempting to reach it. Goal setting can also be done at any point in time, regardless of the situation that arises. Decision making is defined as an act or process by which a decision is made either consciously or unconsciously. Decision making is an important factor as people need to make decisions for themselves when faced with opportunities and choice in their lives. Decisions are crucial in all our daily actions, including work, relationship, and self-development. As we prefer to make decisions only when necessary and not being too influenced by what is being told to us, we need a fast decision-making process. The relationship between goal setting and decision making is that when people set goals, it creates an intention for them to achieve their ambition. Goal setting also gives the person the chance to plan and think about what they want to accomplish in the future. So it is important to keep goals in mind when making decisions. When we have our goals in mind, we can use them to our advantage and define the parameters for our decision. It is easy to get caught up in the excitement for an opportunity, especially if it's something we have not achieved before. However, what if there is something better out there? With our goals in mind, we can use the opportunity at hand to figure out how far we are from achieving that goal and whether is it worth the effort. Goals can help guide the decision-making process when you have opportunities and choices to make. If your goal is to be successful and grow as a person, having goals will likely encourage you to be more productive and engaged with your day, as well as help avoid the self-sabotage that many of us tend to do, whether it is changing our minds about taking the opportunity because we are scared of failure or giving up when trying something new. In summary, a person's goal can have an effect on their decision-making process. When you set a goal for yourself, you shift your mind to focus on the goal. It is important for a person to think about their goal when they make a decision because it is easy to get caught up in the excitement of an opportunity and it might not be what would be best for them in the long run. To set your goal, check the link in the description to get an amazing goal setting and goal management software that will help you to have a clear vision for your decision. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, that way you will never miss a future video about personal growth. Thank you very much for watching.